So, as I pull this back, you see that that is the city sewer right there. So your line's going this way, of course, with my camera. And that water is going this way. That's the city sewer.
Got it.
The city sewer is located north of the sidewalk on the other side of the street between the sidewalk and the house.
Gotcha.
So unfortunately, that means you're responsible for everything if that has to be replaced. Under the street, sidewalks, easement areas, both houses, both. Yeah. Now, the only thing I saw that was concerning a little bit, not much, is at 59 feet and at 35 feet you have some minor cracking. So I'm going to locate those outside, put those in my report too. And what you need to do is, see all this pipe right here is very clean and in very good shape. I went through this really slow going through it so that I could see every little nook and cranny. And now I'm just pulling back to those areas that need attention. But as you can see, the pitch is really good. It's not holding any water. There's no bellies, no cracks in this whole area right here.
No cholesterol.
No cholesterol either, yep. So here at 59 feet, right here on the side,
Yeah.
over here, as I move this camera around, you can see that there's a crack going up the side of the wall right there. Not really a big deal. Not this here.
No.
Just this
Yeah.
right there. Okay, and then at 35 feet, we have the same condition. All these connections are really good for its age. I didn't have to jump over the lip of the connection because they're, you know, like I said, yeah, I think I told you yesterday, when these coupling connections are put together in your crock pipe, which that is, with settling and tree root coming in and everything like that, they end up being offset like this. So I go up and I hit the lip of the next pipe, and I had to bring my camera back and slam it to get it over. So those are in some kind of fail mode. It takes forever for that to fail. But I don't even see that happening with your line. So that's a really good thing, especially with your sewer line being all the way on the other side of the street.
Right.
So that's just calcium buildup there. Tree right there that's running down the side, no big deal, and a little bit coming through that connection. And at 35 feet, I think it was. Well, maybe right there. So on this side, you can see that there's a crack through that lip right there. I get used to seeing this, so I pick up the littlest things. And I believe that crack goes through there. Very minimal, very minor crack. Probably take forever. It's probably been like that forever. Probably going to take forever for it to get bigger. But with those two areas, I just want you to know that, you know, with the age of this pipe, that you need to, you know, within every 4 years or so, just have an inspection, have them look at those specific areas, make sure those cracks aren't getting any bigger, and then do an overall sweep of the whole line. Now the cap out in the front yard, when you see that, it usually means that they replaced a certain amount of piping out there, right? Because this house is older than having PVC piping to begin with. So immediately I look in the street to see if they've replaced a slab of concrete, you know, whatever. I didn't see any sign of that, and as you can see here, this is the end of the PVC, and this is the beginning of the PVC. So they replaced a 2-foot section that was probably in bad shape, kind of like what we were talking about yesterday under the counter. And they were smart enough to say, we're doing this, let's put a cap on the top so we can go out from there. Another access point, it's always better. But other than that, this coming back here, as you can see, is very clean, except you do have, and when you have the next inspection, you'll look at this calcium buildup too to make sure that it's not getting worse. You know, because calcium, I've seen it blocking 90% of.
Yeah, it can grow.
Oh yeah, it can grow. So then it's blocking everything from going out, and they just go in with an expandable cutter. The cutter goes inside the pipe like this, and then opens up to the wall and cuts at the wall, so that you don't have a 4-inch. This is the 4-inch line. Sometimes you'll have a tree root ball in there that's as big as the inside of the pipe, and you'll have a plumber come out and they'll tell you that we'll snake that out for you, and they put a 2-inch cutter on, and they put a 2-inch hole through your 4-inch tree root, and then 3 months later you're backing up again because they didn't get it all out. So, good thing to know. But here's where that lip right there was the worst one that you had, and it's no big deal whatsoever.
What's that I see hanging there on the left?
Just
9 o'clock position there.
yeah, it's just like this, just
Okay.
calcium, just
Okay.
laying on the bottom of the pipe or the side.
Yeah.
And then right here is where that connection's really good. Little debris there for you. And coming right up here is where we connect back to the cast iron.
Gotcha.
And other than yesterday's cast iron, this cast iron is in pretty good shape compared to what we were looking at yesterday. I don't see any bad stuff on the walls. I don't see any scale on the bottom of the pipe, which you always see. This is just build up here.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually the pipe up there. It's not in bad shape at all. And then we're coming out. It's a little bit funky here on the top, so I'm going to make a recommendation to make sure they look at that as you do your future inspections. But you're good to go without any,